Alright, before we found the volume of a guitar case. Now we are going to find the volume of a baritone case. Alright, so they have the picture of a baritone case on the left, and on the right they have a drawing of it, of what it would look like if it was laid out in volume form or in drawing form. Okay, so then what we're going to do is, this one's a little more tricky because instead of having two parts of the baritone case, we actually have three parts. Alright, we have this part right here, this bottom one down here. We have, let me find my other color. We have this one right here. Okay, so we have that small one, and then we have also this big one right here. So we have three different parts of the case that we actually have to measure. Alright, so let's look at this. I'm going to draw a line here. So we have this one, and then we have this one, and then we have this big one right here. Alright, so let's look at this bottom one first, this one right down here. Alright, our measurements are 14 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 8 inches tall. Alright, we know volume equals length times width times height, so we got to take our 14 times 6 times 8. On this assignment, I didn't say this in the first video, you can use a calculator because we are using such big numbers. You can use it for this assignment. Alright, first thing we're going to do, let's take our 6 times 8, our two smaller numbers, so 8 times 6 equals 48. And then we got to take 48 times 14. Okay, so 48 times 14 equals 672. So this case down here, this part of this case right down here is 672. Okay, I'm going to erase this work. Now let's find the very small one. Okay, this one, I'm going to mark it right here, this very small little case. I'm going to draw a square around it. Okay, so we have 9 inches long, 7 inches wide, 5 inches tall. Okay, let's take our two smaller numbers first. So 7 times 5 equals 35. Okay, and then we got to take our 35 times 9. Okay, 35 times 9 equals 315, so 315. So our very small case right now is 315. So right now we have two parts of the case measured. We have the 672 for the very bottom part. We have 315 for that little middle piece. Now we got to measure the big long part. Okay, so let's measure that up. I'm going to erase my work over here. Okay, our numbers are 23 inches long, 7 inches wide, 16 inches tall. Let's do our small numbers first. Let's do 16 times 7. Okay, 16 times 7 equals 112. Now we got to take 112 times our remaining number, which is 23. 112 times 23 equals 2,576. Let me rewrite that. 2,576. There, you can read that better. Okay, so this big piece is 2,576. So this goes with this one. This one goes to this little one here, and then 672 is that bottom piece. Alright, I'm going to erase my work. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add those up. Remember, to find the volume of each one, you have to multiply, and then you have to add all the objects up. So in this case, we're adding 3 up. So we're going to add 2,576 plus 672, write them from biggest to smallest, plus 315. So if I add those up, we have 2,576 plus 672 plus 315. We get 3,563. Okay, that is also in inches cubed because we're measuring in volume. There's 3 measurements we're using. So the total volume of the baritone case is 3,563 inches cubed. Don't forget to put that inches cubed. That's our label. Okay, we've been forgetting to do that. Put that on our home links and on our assignments. Make sure you have that. So that is how you measure objects of real world items. Tomorrow, your lesson will be to measure, you'll get some cases of instruments and you will have to solve for them and figure out what the volume of those objects are.